The study trap. You're probably stuck in, picture this, it's 2 a.m., your desk looks like a coffee shop exploded, and you're drowning in a sea of neon highlighters, praying the words on the page will magically stick in your brain. Sound familiar? We've all been there, cramming like our lives depend on it, only to walk into the exam room and poof! The knowledge vanishes like a bad Tinder date. But what if I told you the secret to acing your classes isn't about studying harder or longer? What if you could study less, sleep like a baby, hang with your friends, and still crush your exams? Buckle up, because this guide is about to flip your world upside down with a study strategy so powerful, it'll make you wonder why nobody taught you this sooner. Ready to unlock the code to studying smarter? Let's dive in. Lesson 1. Meet the study, superheroes, and the strugglers. Let's introduce you to two students who couldn't be more different. Student A, the study ninja. This legend studies for a cool 33 minutes a day. Yep, you heard that right. Less than an episode of your favorite Netflix show. They sleep a glorious 8 hours, grab pizza with friends, and still waltz into class ranking in the top 5%. How? They're all about active learning. Think practice tests that sharpen their brain like a samurai sword and teaching concepts to classmates like they're dropping wisdom bombs at a TED Talk. Student B, the struggle bus driver. This poor soul slaves away for 4 hours a day, survives on caffeine and 3 hours of sleep, and hasn't seen their friends since the last solar eclipse. Their notebooks are a rainbow of highlighted chaos, and they do read chapters like it's a full-time job. Yet they're barely scraping by with a B average. Heartbreaking, right? The big reveal. The difference isn't brains, grit, or luck, it's strategy. Student A studies smarter, not longer. They're not just throwing darts in the dark. They're hitting the bullseye every time. Want to be a study ninja? Keep reading, because I'm about to spill the tea on how to make it happen. Lesson 2. My epic study fail and the night that changed everything. Let me take you back to my junior year, a time when my dorm room was a war zone of empty coffee cups and post-it notes. It was 3 a.m., and I had been studying for 12 hours straight for a psychology exam. My notes? A work of art. My highlighters? A neon masterpiece. I was killing it. Or so I thought. I walked into that exam cocky as heck, only to bomb it spectacularly. I'm talking forget your own name level of failure. The info I'd crammed slipped out of my brain faster than my Wi-Fi during a Zoom call. That night broke me, but it also woke me up. I realized I wasn't studying. I was just performing studying, like an actor in a bad rom-com. All those hours, wasted. All that effort, pointless. It was a gut punch, but it lit a fire in me to figure out what I was doing wrong. Spoiler alert, cracked the code, went from B's and Z's to straight A's, and I'm about to hand you the playbook. Lesson 3, the productivity mirage, why your highlighters are lying to you. Raise your hand if you've ever turned your textbook into a highlighter massacre or spent more time curating the perfect Spotify study playlist than actually studying. Guilty? Don't worry, we've all fallen for the productivity mirage. It's that sneaky trap where you think hours spent equals knowledge gained. Spoiler, it's a lie bigger than I'll start my diet tomorrow. Here's the deal. Studying isn't about how long you sit at your desk or how pretty your notes look. It's about what sticks. Highlighting until your book glows in the dark? That's just arts and crafts. Rereading the same paragraph 50 times? That's like watching a movie trailer on repeat and expecting to know the whole plot. And those Instagram reels you save for later? Yeah, they're collecting dust with your old gym membership. Schools don't help. Teachers throw out vague advice like study for 3 hours or review the chapter, but they don't tell you how. Your brain isn't a vacuum cleaner sucking up facts. It's a muscle that needs the right workout to grow. So let's ditch the mirage and get real about studying smarter. Lesson 4. The study formula that'll blow your mind. Here's the golden nugget that changed everything for me. Real learning equals information times retention rate. Let's break it down with a little story. Imagine 2 students prepping for a big test. Student 1 studies for 5 hours but only retains 10% of the material. That's like spending $100 on a fancy dinner and only eating a single French fry. Total learning? A measly 30 minutes worth. Student 2 studies for 1 hour, but retains a whopping 50%. They're getting the full buffet for half the price. Same learning, way less time. Mind blown yet? The secret isn't cramming more info. It's keeping more of what you study. Study less, retain more, and watch your grades soar while you still have time to binge that new series everyone's talking about. Ready to learn how? Let's go. Lesson 5. The magic of active learning. Your brain's new BFF. When I discovered active learning, it was like finding out my old flip phone could have been an iPhone all along. I used to spend hours rereading textbooks, highlighting like a maniac, and rewriting notes that deserved a spot in an art gallery. Result, I forgot 90% of it by test day. Then I switched to active learning, and boom, my retention shot from 10% to 70%. My study time got cut in half, and my grades went from meh to heck yeah. So what's active learning? It's like giving your brain a CrossFit workout instead of a lazy stroll. Instead of passively soaking up info, you engage with it. Think, tackling practice questions like you're on a game show, explaining concepts out loud like you're teaching a class of confused puppies, applying ideas to real-life problems, like using psychology to figure out why your roommate keeps stealing your snacks. Active learning patches the holes in your brain's leaky bucket so the knowledge stays. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. Trust me, once you go active, you'll never go back. Lesson 6. Your new study playbook. Steal this strategy. All right, champ, here's the exact study strategy that turned me from a study flop to a straight-A rock star. It's simple, science-backed, and so effective you'll wish you'd known it years ago. Ready to level up? Here's the playbook. 1. Chunk it up. Break your study sessions into 30 to 60-minute bursts per subject. It's like eating small, tasty snacks instead of choking on a giant burrito. Short bursts keep your brain sharp and focused. 2. Test yourself. First, before you dive into review, quiz yourself like you're on Jeopardy. What do you already know? Where are you shaky? This helps you zero in on weak spots instead of wasting time on stuff you've already nailed. 3. Go active or go home. Ditch the passive nonsense. Answer practice questions, explain concepts out loud like you're a YouTube star, or use flashcards to drill key ideas. Your brain will thank you. 4. Connect the dots. Link a new info to what you already know. Studying history? Relate it to that drama-filled reality show you love. Connecting ideas makes them stick like glue. 5. Quick bedtime review. Right before you hit the hay, do a 5-minute review of key points. Your brain works overtime while you sleep, locking in those facts like a vault. Sweet dreams, straight A style. Follow this playbook and you'll study less, retain more, and still have time to live your best life. Who said you can't have it all? Your study. Glow up starts now. Take a second and think back to that number you gave your study habits at the start. You know, that 1 to 10 score you were so confident about. Still feeling that vibe? If your score's taken a hit, don't sweat it. That's not failure, it's growth. It's your brain whispering, yo, we're ready to level up. You're not stuck. You're not doomed to late-night cram sessions or mediocre grades. You've got the tools now to study smarter, not harder. And I'm rooting for you every step of the way. So what's next? Hit that subscribe button, join our crew of study ninjas, and let's keep this journey going. Drop a comment below with your biggest study struggle or your dream grade. I read every single one, and I'm here to help you crush it. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Let's make those A's rain. See you in the next video.